Hello everyone and welcome. For today's Easter craft, I decided to decorate some plastic eggs to look like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I got this idea from an old Disney family article and I thought it'd be fun to do. So I got some eggs. These are just plastic white eggs. They're smooth. So they'll be good to paint on. I got these at Michael's. The tag says $4.99, but I'm pretty sure I got them on sale. I'm also going to be using some paint. This color is Cool Bisque Folk Art. It's a light skin tone color. I started painting one just to see how it would look. So that's what it will look like. So to start with, I'm going to paint 8 eggs completely with the skin tone color. We are going to paint the clothes portion on the bottom. But I'm gonna go ahead and paint the whole thing this color because that'll at least make a base and make it easier to paint the colors on top. And I'm gonna use these little paint trays that I got from the Dollar Tree to kind of set the eggs in while they dry. So while my eggs dry, I'm going to work on making the little hats for the eggs, for the dwarfs. Of course, we'll glue that on once we get them all done. So based on the instructions, it said to cut a triangle with a rounded edge. So that's what I did. So I'm just gonna cut out Dopey's hat. I'm just going to follow around the paper. It doesn't have to be perfect. So then once you have that, I'm going to bring these to I did the bottom part, the brim of the hat first, together about a finger's length. You can just check with your egg and make sure that that's going to fit. A little less. And then I'm going to hot glue the very beginning of that. And I'm just going to keep gluing up the edge. Use a toothpick to kind of get that last bit over. And then once you like that, just double check that it works well on your egg, and then we're gonna bend it over. And the picture that I saw had the end of the hat kind of hanging down a little. So we're just gonna glue that down. So there's the little hat. That's what it'll look like. So I'm gonna make 5 more of these, since I have 2, in the colors that I think match the dwarf's hats the best that I can match, and I'll come right back to you. Okay, so we're gonna start painting our dwarf's clothes now. And I'm gonna start with Dopey, and I'm gonna use this citrus green folk art. I'm just gonna paint the green all over the bottom part of the egg. And I don't know if you can see this on camera, but yeah. You can see that, but I drew a little face with pencil, the eyes, nose, and cheeks, so that I have that for reference and I can fill that in later. So I'm going to do this for all the dwarfs and Snow White, and then I'll come back and show you how it looks and tell you which colors I used for which dwarf. Next up, I'm drawing on the eyes with a Sharpie and coloring them in. Now I'm painting the nose, and I mixed a baby pink color with the same cool bisque that I used for the egg color, just to make the pink a little less pink. I did the same when I did the cheeks. I used a fire coral color, but I added a little bit of the cool bisque to just take it down a little bit. And I thought that that worked out well. To make the beards, I used white felt. I cut them in the shape of a crescent. This was done on trial and error, just to figure out what size would fit the egg. Then once you cut them out, you fringe the bottom. So you can see me working on Doc here. He had a blue bottom and a yellow top. And once I did the beard, I held it there and then drew my face with a pencil, just to make sure that I knew where it was where I should glue the beard and where the face should land. And double checked with his hat on as well. And then I started painting. And I did this with all the rest of the bearded dwarfs. Once the faces were dry, I drew on a black belt around the middle of the clothes with a Sharpie. And then I hot glued the hats on. I just put a little glue inside the hat and quickly pressed it down. You have to really do it quickly and get it in the place you want it the first time, because the hot glue really sticks to the felt, and once it's down, it's down. It won't move again. Snow White's hair was a little tricky because in the directions all they tell you to do is cut out these weird little shapes, but that doesn't cover the back of her head, and I didn't want to leave her bald in the back, so I decided to cut like a semicircle shape, and then I cut 2 little slits in that shape and kind of just put the hair around the top of her head. You can see how I glued the back on first and then pulled the front edges towards the back. And then I also cut out the little shapes that they showed in the directions to make the front of the hair, to give it a little shape. Now, before I hot glued down the little shapes in the front to give the hair the wavy shape in the front, I decided to use a little bit of ribbon. So after I glued the ribbon down, I put on the little black felt shapes just in front of the ribbon, kind of make the ribbon look like a headband. And then I hot glued on a tiny little red bow to make Snow White's bow. I also added a little yellow piece of felt around the bottom of Snow White to make her skirt. I cut the bottom a little wavy to make it look like a skirt. So here they are. I hope you had a lot of fun watching me make these, and I hope you give it a try. If you do, comment below. I really love how cute these eggs look in the basket that we made last time. I think little kids would really get a kick out of these. They'd be fun to play with, even not during Easter. And please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and come back next week when we make a Rapunzel Easter basket. Thanks for watching, everybody. Goodbye.